Not me. Hold on. Oh my god. I don't even have my VTuber started. Okay. I was like, I don't even have my VTuber started. But today we're playing some Minecraft, which I'm excited about because I haven't played it. We're also streaming over on TikTok, so if you hear me talking to nobody, to somebody else, that's why. Um, oh my god. I'm trying to start it over there. Mm, okay. I think it's working. I have to like pop out chat. Yay! Okay. So yeah, we're playing one block because I love it and it's a bunch of fun. Hello? Okay. Oh my god. I forgot that we have his head. I forgot about that already. Oh, let me see. I don't think my music is playing through the TikTok thing. Let me add it. Um, I think I can add it. Here we go, Spotify. You can hear my super chill music in the background. So I don't know what we were working on, honestly, but we're super close to the next. Actually, let's go check out. Let's go see what we were working on. Oh, okay. So we wanted to build a barn over here. Oh my god, sir. Do you have to follow me? And then I think I was going to build my house over this way. And then I have my farm going over this way. Okay. I need like a storage shed or something. Oh yeah, we need like a storage shed or something going on here. I have a lot of stuff on me. Okay. So we had, I guess let's smelt more cobble because we're probably going to need it. Okay. Um, we have so much mud. Like, why do we have so much mud? So much moss block. I don't know how I want to. does he have? Beetroot seeds. Pink petals. Like, I don't know what I want the floor to be for the barn, but I feel like I want some type of like dark wood, but I don't have any dark wood. So we're just gonna have to deal with what we have, probably. Maybe to use some oak or something for the flooring. Oh, okay. Absolutely not. Oh, that fell. No. Not like that. There we go. Something like that. I'm scared of falling, but I really need to... No! Yeah, I feel like that flooring is a lot better. I needed something like dark. But I don't know... I don't know what we're gonna do for like the walls. And then I kind of want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4. Ow, that hurt. But yeah, we're just building this barn. Not that we can get animals yet, but eventually. Then we can walk. No, actually, this might not work. Because the animals have to go here, and this is where the door is. This might not work. That might not work. Okay, that's fine. Because I want to have like a bunch of different animals. Oh, I forgot that it does that. That's nice. But nice. Okay. I don't know. I'm not good at building, okay? I'm not a professional builder. I'm not good at it. But we're trying. Oh no. I just want a place to put my animals. They're not just like all over. Yeah, that works for now. I don't even have animals. I don't even know why I'm focusing on that when I don't even have animals. Let's keep breaking this block. Because we're so close. Hopefully the next one is diamonds, so then we can actually get animals. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Praying, hoping. Hi, sir. Oh, okay. We're at advancement 7. Is it diamonds? Diamonds would be great. It would be great. We're gonna have to build some sort of storage or something. Because we just have, like, way too much. Maybe... out this way. We can build some type of storage house. Or maybe I could just build it this way. But yeah, so this is gonna be, like, my house / storage area. I think. Wait, I got a diamond. When did I get a diamond? Do diamonds look different? Oh, there's a diamond. Yes, that's awesome. That means we can actually get animals. Also, I want to make sure that the game audio isn't too loud. I also need food. Like, so bad. But hopefully we could buy some animals, breed them, and have some food going. I'm hoping, at least. I'm hoping. Okay, let's see. How much? Oh, it's raining. How much is it? 11 for a llama. I don't want a llama. I want like a pig or something. Oh, but he could give me some potatoes. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. It scares me every time when that happens. Okay, let's get some potatoes. Let's get some potatoes. Not this way. Oh my God, sir, you're scaring me. We're going to cook some of them because we're hungry. And the rest we are going to... Okay, those are... They need that space, so... Okay. I can just grow potatoes like... Yep, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Now we have beetroots. Let's grow the seeds we got. We have some beetroots going. Okay. So yeah, so I found out, somebody in chat, that we can put one water source and it covers four toad dirt. I didn't know that. So that's quite nice. That is quite nice. All right, we're going to make this bigger. It's dark. Can't see a thing. And then I will be putting like some fencing or something here because I'm scared of falling. Scared of falling. Super scared of falling. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay, let's build some more. That's a gate. What am I doing? I swear I know how to play Minecraft. Okay. We got that going for us. I swear I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Kind of. Wait, is that all I had? That's all I made? Oh my god. Why? Oh, because I don't have sticks. That is why. Okay, now we have 100. Oh my god. Okay. Well, the thing is here, we don't have a sword. Why are they spawning in? Is it because it's too dark over there? Okay, well, you can stay over there. Oh my god. That scared me. That was scary. I did not like that. Okay, so now we have food. Which is good. We need more storage. Let's build some more storage. This isn't enough. This is enough. This doesn't have any more space for anything, so let's do... Oh, we do have a mangrove. Okay, that's cool. And a bunch of lapis. We also don't even have armor or anything. I guess we're going to have to start crafting armor because if they're going to start popping up, that's terrifying. That is terrifying. I don't like that. That was so scary. Is it not like that? Is it like this? It is like that. Okay. Day 9 has arrived. We're on day 9. Okay. At least now we have more storage, which is nice. Oh. I was used to my axe being in that spot. I'm trying to get more diamonds, so when he comes back with like a pig, well, with like offering a pig or something, we can buy it. Because we need a piggy. Or a cow. Or sheep. Honestly, I'm not too picky. I just need an animal that's not a llama. Because that's all he had. And I don't want a llama. We do have pink wood now, but I think I want to build my house with the pink wood. I don't know how to grow mangrove. Do I just put it down? Oh my freaking lord, you scared me, sir. Do you have... Let's check. Does he have... What is happening? What happened there? He has pigs for gold. Oh my god. Hold on. I don't think I have any gold ingots. What else do you have? And a striped wolf. I don't want a striped wolf. Sea pickle. Okay, let's just keep going, I think. Of course, I was not worried about, like, anything else. And now he's like, here's something for gold. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was always diamonds. Guess not. Don't leave, sir. I'm getting you gold. I want my pig. And please stop dying on my land. I swear I'm not killing you. You're just dying. Okay. Oh. That's how I know my mouse is dying, because it starts glitching out. Okay. How many? I think it was like 20. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I wonder if he'll come back with cats eventually. I want a kitty cat. Oh, he left and came back. Okay, let's see what he is selling now. Hold on, sir. You're walking away from me. A shulker shell. Hold on. I might buy another one of those because I think you need 2 of them. How many shulker shells do you need to make a shulker box? How to make a shulker box? Okay, you need 2. And then 8 wooden planks. Is what it says. Oh. Okay. Hi. How are you? How you doing? And then we can do this. And then it's this. And then we have a shulker box. Cute. I don't know where we're gonna put it, but we're gonna put it somewhere. Probably like right here. We have a shulker. Cute. I was gonna fight you. I know. I was sleeping, which is why I didn't go live until 2 p.m. I was definitely asleep. Oopsie daisies. Oh my god. It's really loud. The weather or something. Is it the weather? No, it's not the weather. Ambient environment. There we go. Then I saw the live notification. Yeah, I was sleeping, but oh my god, sir, why are you pushing me? I woke up when you went live. Yeah, I literally woke up like an hour ago. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll do it. I guess I'll go live. It's hard to wake up in the basement. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Okay. At least we got food going for us. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we need water here. Well, actually, let's not put water here. Let's do what? Let's do 4, then water, then 4 more. Thank you, Cooper. I appreciate you. I love my model. She's cute. She's cute. Also, Mars, I am live on TikTok if you're like, who are you talking to? Also, I'm getting Minecraft. I don't know where to get it right now, but I don't know where to get it right now. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know where to get it? 1, 2, 3. Well, you need Java because I want to play modded Minecraft and I want it to be all cutesy and everything. And Java's only on PC. So, okay, let's make more food, more foodies. And then what did he have for sale? Where is he? A goat. I don't want a goat. Okay. We're gonna wait. We're going to wait. I'm gonna put the shears in here because I don't need them right now. You can get it on the website? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you could just get it on the Minecraft website. I haven't bought Minecraft in years, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you just buy it on the website. And then you use it either through the Minecraft launcher or I use it through CurseForge launcher because that's where I have my mods and everything. So you'll have to download CurseForge. But once you have it and you buy it through the Minecraft website, you have it. Like, you have the game. So, yeah. I definitely want to make sure that we do have 100 cherry logs now. I want to make sure that we make sure that it is lit up over there so there's no mobs, because there was some mobs over there and I was scared. I was scared. I did not like it. It's getting dark. Okay, that was scary. The minor moon has appeared. Okay. Yeah, there was a spider and I thought I was gonna die. I don't really know what happens when I die, so I don't really want to find out. I don't really want to find out. Oh my god. There goes. Yeah, we're building a barn. Or at least a place that I can put my animals in. Eventually, we'll have a big, pretty barn, but for now, this is what we got. This is what we got. This is what we're working with. And it's gonna be fun. How am I supposed to make roofs without falling? How am I supposed to make a roof without falling? I didn't think about this. I didn't think this through. Oopsies. Okay, hold on. Bro. Bruh. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay. Yeah, something like that. We're gonna figure out the roof. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know how we're gonna figure it out, but we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, I had to make a sword and everything. There was a freaking spider. I was like, what the heck is going on? I thought I was safe here. I guess not. I guess I was not safe. Sir. There's an Enderman over there. Hell no. He can stay over there. He can stay over there. I guess I need to light it up a little bit more. It's okay. Ooh, a bunch of diamonds. Okay. Ah. Ah. Okay. We have food now. I'm happy we have a supply of food because we were struggling a little bit, struggle bussing without food. But yeah, I'm on like the Minecraft side of TikTok right now, and um I have been obsessed with watching like these like girlies have like super girly Minecraft. Oh, you did forget. You did forget to make the Minecraft noise. Ah. Ah. Hi, Ruslin. How are you? I'm good. Just digging away at this one block. Thank you for the follow. Digging away. Oh my god, Kate is playing Cure. I am obsessed with Cure. If you haven't seen me been playing, like if you have me on Steam and you have watched me play anything, it's been Cure. I've been obsessed with Cure. It's also like the only videos I've been posting on TikTok the past couple days. Oh my fucking god. Every time it happens. I don't know. It must be like a bug in the world. I don't know. But he keeps dying in front of me. Let's do that. We have beetroot seeds. Where'd we get beetroot seeds from? My god, we have so many cherry saplings. I don't even know what to do. Dripstone block. I don't know what to do with that. Also, I watched a video. Was it? I don't know if it was andesite or diorite, but some girl was like building with it, and it looked really, really nice. Because usually I just kind of throw these blocks out because I don't know what to do with them because they're ugly. But she actually built something, and it looked really good. How did he get over there? Okay. Let's build more fencing for the farm, I think. Let's do that. Show recipes. Show recipes. Oh, why is it not showing me fences? Waxed exposed copper pipe. What mod is this? It is on Curse Forge as Better One Block is what it's called. Better One Block. It's a mod pack. I don't know what mods are in it though. I can't tell you. I have no idea. But it's just called Better One Block. Yeah. Why are you pushing me? Okay, I guess we're... Why is it not... Why is it being stupid right now? Why am I being stupid right now? Okay. Now we have fencing. Not that way. Is he really never gonna leave? Thank you. Thank you, sir. I could not have you there. No. Not over there. There we go. There we go. No. Oh my god, I did it again. That's the only thing I don't like is like the building is a little funky because of I don't know what mod is doing it. Okay. We do need a water block. Day 10 has arrived. Oh, no. But I do like in my other one block, Dave, if you break like a block, it does fall off. So that is one thing I do like, that they don't actually fall off. So that's nice. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I did survive 10 days without falling off. Impressive, right? Without falling off. Okay, let's see. I still have my ice blocks. So what I want to do is put my ice block here, and then break it. There we go. Now I have water, sir. Please move. Move! Okay. Oh wait, it was in this. Yes. Okay, so now yes. Okay, it did it. It did the thing. I just want to have a good supply of food. We don't have to worry about anything. One day I will have this all organized, but for now it's just getting placed the way it's just getting placed. Okay, we definitely need to chop on this block a little bit because I need wood and I don't have regular oak wood. So I'm so excited for dinner today. I'm making pork chops and I make fried pork chops and they're like covered in batter and stuff. And it's so freaking good. I am very excited about it. Very excited to eat it. It's delicious. So first, like I cover them. First, I cut off all the fat because I can't stand when there's fat in my meat at all. Ugh. And then I cover it in like I think I do flour first, and then I cover it in egg again, and then I cover it in breadcrumbs. And then I fry it. Obviously, I season it. And I season the flour too. And it comes out so good. And I season it so well. Oh my god. I'm excited. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything. I've ate a muffin today. That's all I've eaten today. I am starving. I am starving. Mars, if you're still here, when are you going to start streaming? I want you to start streaming. So so I can watch you play games. Oh my freaking god. Hopping away. I just want to get more wood. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what he has for sale. Warped fungus. Turtle egg. He has cows. Hold on. Don't leave, sir. Don't leave. Let's get 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, we got 2 cows. 2 cows. Because then we can breed them. I don't know what you breed cows with, though. I don't remember. I'll have to look. Moo moo. We got cows. Well, we don't have the cows yet, but we're gonna have cows soon when he comes back. Okay, let me quickly search up how do we breed cows in Minecraft? Oh, it's just wheat. That's awesome because I think we have some wheat. We do. Nice. I'm gonna plant more wheat probably. Sure. Calm down. Okay. Okay, so now we have wheat. We have wheat seeds. Wheat seeds can breed chickens, which is good. Let me make sure that I'm eating. Oopsies. Oh my god, what am I doing? Wrong button. Cows! Go. 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 No. Go. Oh! Where's my other cow? He only brought one cow. He only brought one cow. I thought I bought 2 cows. Sir, did you jip me? Where's my second cow? Okay. It's already getting nighttime. Oh my god. Does he have more stiff? We can get a pig now, or a horse, but I don't think we need a horse. We have just enough for a pig. Maybe he doesn't bring... Maybe he only brings one at a time, or maybe I didn't buy it. I don't know. I'm confused. I could have sworn I bought a second cow. It's fine. Let's just get more diamonds. I get like weird notifications on my like TikTok chat thing, and I don't know what it means. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay. I think... Oh my god, sir. Sir. Okay. Let's put stuff away. Hobble deep sleep. Let's smelt that. You can also smelt iron, but I don't think we have enough. Oh, we do have a lot of coal. Because I wanted stone bricks. Oh. Please get out of my inventory. Okay. What's that noise? I'm scared. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, we'll do that. I'm trying to do like a pathway. I want to build like a storage house, or we could build a storage house here. I also want to build like a tree farm, which I might do on this side and build a tree farm so I can have trees growing. Because right now the trees are just growing here and it's just not productive, I feel like, for me. Oh my god, sir. Oh, he put the pig in here. Thank you. Look at our little piggy. Oink, oink. Hi, piggy. You're so cute. Look at our animals. He put it in there for us. How sweet. It looks like ads are going to start in about like 5 minutes or so. Okay. I guess let's cut this tree down. I think it's time. I think it's time. Okay. Well, rip to all everything that fell. Okay. Let's put another cherry blossom down. Okay. Yeah, I think what I might do is put like this light wood on the floor. Let's grow more of those. Okay. I'm gonna put that light wood on the floor. And I think what I'll do is build like a little tiny like little hut thing on this section for my storage. And then we'll do my house over there. And then maybe like a little bridge or something that goes to my storage. I don't know. I like the light wood too. I like the light wood or the white wood, and then I like the pink wood a lot. Yeah, light wood and cherry wood is my favorite too. And the white wood. The white wood from the mangrove trees. And then birch. They're my favorite. They are my favorite. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is oh no. Okay. Okay, okay. Something I don't know. I don't know if I like this right here, but it's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna build like a little hut. Don't know how I'm gonna build the roof yet. I haven't figured that out, but we'll figure it out. Oh, the screw, yay. Nice. I think what I'm going to do... Oh, day 11 has arrived, yay! Is build... No. I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know how I want this little hut to look. Maybe if I like search up pink, hold on. Pink hut, Minecraft. I love how Pokopia comes up first. See, these are cute, but these are too big. Like what I'm looking for is something small. Something tiny. Okay. They don't really have what I'm looking for, really. Okay, it's fine. The pictures don't really show anything that I'm looking for. Okay. So what we're gonna do is get that. Like I wanted maybe like something along the lines of because it's gonna be storage and then storage. Yeah, storage. I'm not good at building. I wish I was better at building, but I'm really not. Oh, the birch trees have grown. Awesome, because I need birch wood. How did you get out of there? How did you get out of there, sir? Excuse me. He climbed, right? Probably on this thing. Yeah, okay. Well, all right. We'll put him back in eventually. Eventually. Fine. I guess he'll hang out with us. Hopefully he doesn't fall off. I don't think he'll fall off. Eventually we'll make lanterns and stuff, but... Okay. Yeah, I need a house for storage. Because it's getting a little chaotic here. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's what I wanted. Okay. Let's probably do maybe one more back. And then oh, not what I wanted. Okay, and then now. Well, hi. Oh, I made it too many high. Too many high. Okay. What I might do is do like a little window back here. Yeah. Sure. I feel like a house without a window is weird, but this is like my storage house, so it's not really gonna have a window. It's more for like, that is the ugliest house I've ever built ever in my life. Okay, it's fine. Don't know why, but it feels so good making small creators happy or any sign of happiness. Oh, that's cute. Honestly, same though. I do like making like smaller creators or like just anybody, honestly, happy. Like popping into a smaller creators chat is fun. Okay. Okay. We have shulkers now, but we only have one. So the shulker might stay out of the storage area. I don't know. Can we make a pink chest? Oh, can. We can make a pink chest. Pretty. Okay. And then what I think I'm gonna do, does it still open? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. So it needs to be, and then it opens. That's stupid. I don't like that. What if I did, now I'm thinking, because I wanted, ooh, slabs. Slabs might work. Hi, Angel of Death. How are you? Slabs might work. I wanted some type of separation. I'm doing good. That does work. Okay. Because I want to put another chest up here, but I wanted some sort of separation between the two. Okay, I guess let's chop back at this thing. Have any of you played One Block? Oh, and thank you for the follow. Sure. You just pop out of nowhere. The Temu version. I recently just got into One Block. I have this save, and then I have a save that's not like modded really. It doesn't have any mods at all. That save is a lot different than this modded save, but what do you have today? Another cow. Hold on. I want your cow. Thank you. Honestly, okay, I think what we're going to do is move all of the ingot stuff. Sure, please get out of my way. All of the ingot stuff and put it in that pink chest. Wait a second. Why are there two of them? Why are there two of them? You love my avatar. It's so cute and beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really like my avatar. Gonna study final exams coming up. Oh, gross. I just started a new oh my god, don't fall please. Um a new like semester with school. So, that's fun. Does this one sell other things? No, he also has a cow and dirt and stuff. Why are there two of you? Maybe that was the one that was supposed to die because he's on 5% health. So strange. So strange. Don't know. I will be live tomorrow. I should be live every weekday, at least, is what I'm hoping. But I'll definitely be live tomorrow. Have a great day. Enjoy studying. Thank you for the follow. Did we hit the next step? Glowstone stuff, nether stuff. Ooh. Somebody is calling me. Go away. Hi, Daniel. How are you? We need to get rid of some stuff. I am doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I think we should have another like chest for the nether stuff. Where am I from? Like country? US. I'm from the US. How old am I? 30. I am 30. I'm old. I'm old. Okay. I think actually on my TikTok there are face like videos with my face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm gonna go see. Yeah. Hi, Zin. What am I doing? What am I doing? I guess I was gonna make more storage because I'm trying to organize my storage currently. Okay. 1, 2. Let's make. That's good enough for now. Oh, I like how it stays on the thing. Cute. It is a one block world, yeah. I've been slightly obsessed with one block. So we've been playing some one block. Oh, oopsies. I didn't mean to do that. Have you played One Block before? Making breakfast for lunch. Ooh. Oh my god, what am I doing? What are you having? I am so hungry. Everything sounds good right now. I'm starving. Okay. There we go. That looks better. I don't know what I want to put. I guess we could put like the nether stuff in here. Oh, I do have raw copper. Sort the items in storage. Okay. And then we can do the netherrack in there, the glowstone dust. I don't know. Making tater tots, eggs. Ooh. And bacon. Yum. That sounds so good. That sounds delicious. I'm jealous. Um, let's get this. I don't know what to do with this moss. Like, I don't know. We have so much of it. I guess I can put all of the spruce saplings and all of that in one. Like, we do have a mangrove. Oh my god. No, not everybody in here. Oh, they all climbed. It's like I built that thing for no reason. Okay. We'll put the coal in there. And then in this one, we'll do all of our seeds and saplings and stuff. And I guess like, we could put our moss blocks in here too, because I don't know what else to do with them. And then here, we'll do wood. And then here, we'll do like stone and cobblestone and stuff. And I guess dripstone, because I don't know what to do with that either. Okay. You guys. It's my fault. I shouldn't have put that there. Now you should not be able to climb. I don't have any like carrots or anything, but I do have. Where did my other cow go? Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Stay in here. That's not good. That's not good at all. That noise is not a good noise. No! How far can you zoom in? Ow! Oh, blood! With your model. Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm bleeding. I keep getting hit. At least there's only one, but we're gonna need sheep soon. And they attack our animals? Since when do they attack our animals? Oh, there's two. Oh no, that's the same one. You can come back. Okay, he's burning. Where did my cow go? Come on. Come here. Come on, come on, come on. Get in here. Thank you. Stay in there. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We need more storage. Ah, there it goes. There we go. There's that one. Then here, I'll probably end up putting like dirt. But here we could put the sticks. I don't have carrots or anything for this man. Okay, let's see. How do I close this? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm like looking at my TikTok thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna end here. I am so hungry, so I want to go eat something. Um and we're gonna raid over to somebody. I don't know who though. Mm, maybe we won't. Then that means I have to hang out. And I kind of want to go eat something because I am so hungry. I might make some tater tots. That sounds delicious. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow, probably for longer, because I'll start earlier, but it's already almost 4 p.m. and I need to start dinner. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Bye.